Oh, I think I removed again. What the heck?
Alright, well, we are live.
We're live now? Cool.
We're live. Just gonna quickly put in something on Facebook here.
Yeah. Let me see if that changed anything with Oh, yeah, it does say live on our page.
Top right.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome. Yep, I just clicked it up in another tab and hearing it in delay, so it looks good.
Excellent.
You said you did throw something up in the Facebook chat, or just in the
Let's do the main page first,
on
right?
the main page? Okay.
Oops. And I'll throw something in the chat too.
Oh, we didn't get a word on Brett.
Nothing. So.
Yep.
We have a viewer.
We do have a viewer?
Cool.
Nice.
Let's get at it. Let's get on it.
Alrighty.
Start talking about OG, baby.
It's probably Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, he just posted. Can Jeff chat to us? Can you chat to us?
And like in the type chat?
Yeah, in that type chat.
Probably should be able to, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's. I don't know. Because it didn't say that he joined the group chat, so I don't know if he can or not.
Okay. Well, should we get started, or?
Yep. Yeah, it's fine. Kick it off.
Let's get
Alrighty.
the OG going.
All right. Countdown, I guess. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Okay. Slight noises. Okay. Slight difficulty. Yeah, I can't speak anymore. Okay. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. It is Thursday, December 4th, 2014. Welcome, everyone, to episode 14 for the OG cast, your clan broadcast for the original Guardians. My name is Mike. You can find me on Xbox Live as mikerocksmore. I just said broadcast a second ago because we are broadcasting live for our first time on Google Plus right now. And yeah, so this is our first crack kick at this can, so might be a few little technical difficulties here and there. Hopefully not, but if there are, our apologies in advance. So without further ado, let's get to our panel. First off, so let's say hi to Nick. How you doing this week?
Yep, NastyDestroyer here. Excited to try out Hangouts, and I'm really excited for this weekend for Clan Wars, baby. Whoop, whoop.
Based on your video, it looks like you're broadcasting from a cave in Iraq.
Oh, shoot. Pretty much am, man.
Hey,
That's my man cave, yo.
Your beard matches, so.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, shoot. Killing me.
All right, next up we've got Keith. How's it going this week, Keith?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Excellent. And last but certainly not least, we've got Franz with us again. How you doing?
Good, man. Just excited for the new DLC coming out next week.
Boss DankSnake.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna get to Destiny in depth here in a minute here because there's a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, lots of stuff going on.
Lots of stuff. Some good, some potentially bad, but yeah, we'll break that down in a few minutes here. But first off, let's go back to something that Nick said, Clan Wars again this weekend. So Nick, why don't you kind of walk us through what's all involved with that?
All right. Well, basically it's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Clan Wars. They had these in Ghosts, and they had something similar in Black Ops as well. But basically what it is you create a clan, you get a bunch of members together that are looking for the same objective to win these clan wars, and if you win them, you get special gear that are only available through clan wars. So it's kind of a bit of a competitive natured, prestigious award. So kind of get it's called Call of Duty. Well, it's Beachhead that does it, but Beachhead is the ones that do it, and they're kind of giving unity. So we're just really excited to get started on it. But I take care of all the business when it comes to what we're gonna fight, what we need to do in order to win the clan wars, because there's certain game types you have to play. And you have to win so many games, and then you can capture a node. And once you take that node, you get points for it. It's called capture points. And then those capture points are all tallied up at the end, and whoever has the most capture points wins the clan wars. And then it's decided by Beachhead who gets the gear first. It used to be first through third place, but I believe that they've switched it up, and now you have to get first place. So I've been riding my guys hard about being on time and putting in the effort. So I'm hoping that everybody shows up and does what needs to be done.
So I know that the bracket placement got solidified recently, but when does the actual tournament start?
So the tournament actually starts tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 12 p.m.
Pacific
Standard Time.
Yeah,
there's a time delay.
So
Pacific, yeah.
How many hours do you think you're going to be spending this weekend?
I at least 48 hours probably.
What, in the weekend? That's
No, between Friday
2 days.
and
Okay.
Monday. Between Friday
Wait,
and
hold on.
Monday, most likely, I'll probably put about 48 hours into it. I plan on doing at least 10 hours a night, hopefully.
That's a shitload of time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm the clan leader, so if I don't lead by example, then who's gonna follow?
I guess.
And do what needs to be done. So, plus I got shit else to do. I mean, I could find something to do if you really want me to go get a life, but it's cool.
Life? What's that?
Yeah, exactly. Too much gaming to do, but yeah, we're gonna hit it hard, and hopefully we can make get that gear in the first round, and keep pushing through and get all the cool exosuits and the cool gear that comes with it.
Excellent.
Make OG look good. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
Make the clan look good.
Yeah, do us proud.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna try. I've already started talking to a bunch of dudes on Facebook. We got 53, I think, on the Facebook chat.
Nice.
So it shouldn't be too hard to get groups together. I mean, we were messing around today, and we got a couple groups together. Just a lot of guys aren't showing up until tomorrow because they're going to get burnt out on it, and over the weekend, and they don't want to play tonight too. So a lot of people are playing different games, Dragon Age, GTA, stuff like that tonight, and then the rest of the weekend it's all GTA or Call of Duty. Yeah, GTA. I wish. No, it's all Call of Duty, baby, and you got to put in the effort, put in the hours. Whoever puts in the most hours usually is going to win this thing. So that's how it pretty much goes. I mean, you put the manpower into it, and I mean, skill and winning a lot of games is part of it, but if you put to it, you're gonna have a way better chance of winning. So it's a big shout out to everybody. Get your asses on and let's play.
So how does it work exactly? Like, just go off of wins, or how does it
So-
all work together?
So what it'll go by is there'll be multiple nodes of different game types that you can play, and we need to pick a node and then we need to hit it really hard and get as many wins on that node as possible. There'll be a finite amount of wins you have to get on that node in order to take that node and score the capture points. So, for example, we'll say Team Deathmatch is one of the nodes, which it always is. They might even have double nodes of Team Deathmatch, but that's probably the first node everybody's going to hit as hard as they can because it's quick to get wins in them if you have a good team. And usually there's a lot of scattered groups together, so it's really, really quick to get those wins. And once you take that node, you get those capture points, but you have to get those wins. And in order to get the most amount of wins is to team up together, have 6 people in a party, and then if you get 1 win with your clan group, you actually get 6 wins. So you get a win per person that's in the group with you.
Yeah,
so if you go into
party play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't preach that enough. That's why I make them get on Facebook. That's why I send them 100 messages a day. I bother the hell out of these people. I make sure that they know, we got to get into clan groups. We got to function as a clan. That's why it's called Clan Wars. You can't just, it's cool if you can't play with the clan and you can do some solo stuff and get a few wins here and there. Cool, but we need you to be on and participating and playing with the people that are in the clan so that we can get those wins faster. So, yeah, that's all I preach is make sure you work with the clan, play with your teams. Yeah, for the qualifying rounds, I went around and micromanaged. I'd put teams together, 6-man teams together, and then I'd leave, find a 7th, and then give them my spot, and then take off and find another group together and build them up. I'll probably end up doing that for this too, because there are a lot of people that have friends in the clan and they'll play together, but it's usually 4s and 5s and 3s and stuff, so it's hard for them to open up to other people, and then different mentalities clash. And I had a couple of guys tonight fighting like cats and dogs in the party. They know each other in a real life though, so it's relative to whatever they're doing, but at the same time it's distracting the clan wars. And you got to mix people together that are actually going to get along and do what needs to be done, win those games.
Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, I didn't really know what was all involved with that, so yeah, that's
a lot.
That's a pretty good rundown.
a lot more than what people think.
Yeah, you'll just have to keep us up to date and how you guys are doing, and make sure that we communicate that so everyone that doesn't play Call of Duty, for example, can still be aware of how the clan's doing.
Yeah, of course. I'll put updates out there, and we use the clan website as well to throw up information about it and let everybody know where we're doing, how we're doing. But yeah, I had an influx of recruits tonight too.
That's really good.
I was talking to a few people that are really, really good. They're almost max prestige, and they were debating on whether to come over. But they had a clan already together, but it wasn't big. It was like 5 or 6 guys, and I was trying to assimilate them and bring them over. So I think 3 out of the 4 have committed. Or 3 out of the 6 have committed. So they're just waiting on them to come over. But I did want to touch on this fact as well. We have 83 members, but it's really hard, man. Call of Duty brats, I guess, is what it is. But trying to get them to communicate with me sometimes is like pulling teeth. Like, I send messages, I get on Facebook, I damn near take their phone number and text them sometimes. I have to remind them to, this is Clan Wars Day, you got to be on for it. Are you going to be on for it? I need to count on you. And then I had to set the roster lock. So we have 83 clan members. I set the roster lock at 54. I heard from about 32 to 33 members that said that they will be on this week because I want to give us a little bit of cushion there, because we can still switch guys over to active, because right now we're in that roster lock spot. I can still recruit. And a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of clan members or leaders actually know that they can, play with that roster lock thing. Like, I have a bunch of guys that are I've set to active, but I don't know for sure they're going to be active. I just kind of did the best I could, and hopefully it doesn't backfire on us.
You got to make the tough calls, and if it doesn't work out, then you'll know for next time.
Well, definitely I'll know for next time, and then I'll be kicking myself in the rear.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. I mean, like I said, I'm not a very optimistic person before we even started this thing, but I'm pretty optimistic about this. I believe we're going to do pretty well. If not first place, we'll definitely get in the top 3 out of the 8 teams, and I believe that Beachhead will go back to the top 3 in a platinum division, deserve to get the gear, because to me, you can get in there against some pro teams and these clan wars, and they just will mop the floor with any competition. Plus you get in there with hackers and glitchers and people that exploit the game and make a legitimate team's clan life a living hell. So I mean, just gonna throw as many hours into it as possible and do the best we can.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
Right. Well, let's move on here, and let's switch gears over to Halo for a sec here. A new patch came out yesterday. You played a little bit. How is it?
I did play a little. I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to after the patch hit, because after the patch hit, there was also some problems with the Xbox Live. I think they were under DDoS again. Maybe that was last night. Maybe that was a couple days before. But
it was a couple nights ago.
So, that was Monday. Okay, so last night I know that that 343 tweeted out that they were having problems, but it was more of an Xbox Live issue and not something specific to Master Chief. But I think that got resolved in like an hour or something after the patch dropped. So I didn't experience the issues personally, but when I logged in, it was fine. And I played with one other guy, and we played together once, and we got in a match in like 30 seconds. So it seemed to help with the matchmaking times, and I played solo for an additional 3 matches or so, and it seemed to be really quick. But I haven't had a chance to play in a large party environment yet, so I think that's really going to there's still, I can't really say if it's a success or not. I know that it's not something that I'm expecting to work 100% after any one patch. It's probably going to be a series of patches before it's really where it needs to be.
Is that all playlists across the board, or do they just focus on one specific one?
No, it's all playlists that are active. So I mean, when the game first came out, there were several playlists that aren't there now, but they removed a lot of the playlists to help kind of consolidate the player base, and that really helped. But that obviously isn't a permanent solution. So once the issues are resolved, they're going to add those playlists back in and start doing rotating playlists and kind of launch playlists how the game should have been launched. But
what is it, 4 weeks now?
Yeah, 3.
3.
Yeah, 3 weeks. So it's been 3 weeks, and
For shame.
They're on a cadence of 1 patch a week. So, and each patch has shown progress. So I mean, it's clear that they're working on it, and I know Phil Spencer was even tweeted out that he's basically set up camp at 343. So I think that it's something that's on their top priority.
Better have it fixed before Christmas.
Yeah, I think that's really their hard deadline, right, to get this fixed. Is it's got to be fixed before people open up their Xboxes and
be taking it right back down to the local brick and mortar and be selling it or putting it on eBay.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I am based on the Black Friday sales. Microsoft did extremely well with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so they definitely don't want to eat into that with people with returns based on Halo, because people buy Xboxes for Halo. I mean, it's been like that since the original Xbox, and Master Chief Collection's no exception to that.
I mean, for the first time, they beat out PlayStation in sales.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I think that was largely due to the price drop and the amount of bundles that they did. So I mean, I think that their campaign was definitely more aggressive for this holiday than what Sony has, and I think that's Sony didn't really need to push it as much as Microsoft did.
PlayStation.
Xbox is far superior. Just kidding.
Oh, again,
Just kidding.
We don't
I
have any
couldn't
of our
resist.
PlayStation leaders in here to
Yeah,
duke it
no
out with
defending.
you.
Yeah, I know.
Point counterpoint.
That's like I said, I couldn't resist it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're bad.
So, in terms of the game, I mean, when you get in a game, it's pretty solid. I know that it's still not using dedicated servers for all the matches, so it's unfortunate for that respect. But I haven't. In terms of lag, I've really only had one match that I had noticeable lag. But other than that, I mean, once you get in, it's pretty solid.
Well, it's improvement. That's what they need at this stage. So
Yeah.
it's all good, I guess. So. But,
Yeah, I mean, I think that there was one thing that also hit this past week, or since at least the last time I was on the podcast, since I missed it last week, but they did announce that if you buy Halo during the month of December, then you get a $15 Microsoft Rewards credit. So I know that the reactions online were very hostile about...
Where's my...
Yeah, early adopters that are basically beta testing the game are getting screwed.
Yeah.
I think this was just.
Where's
for
my
Xbox.
free copy of Halo 5? Yeah.
I think this was just for Xbox Live Rewards members. I think that's a little separate program that they've got set up. So
Yeah, but anybody can be an Xbox Live Rewards member.
this is
For
true.
sure.
At least in the States. I'm not sure about it in other
I
countries.
got a free game.
Yeah, but still.
Did everybody get that Limbo?
No, I
Did
didn't.
everybody get Limbo?
Oh, no, I didn't get Limbo.
That was
Oh, I got it!
Nice.
Yay, I win.
Yeah, only certain
No,
people. It was
That's
just
weird.
kind of randomly thrown out to people. So
Yeah.
Cool.
I was not one of them.
It looks pretty cool. Free game.
Yeah, it looks. From what I've seen of it,
Looks
looks
plain.
good. So,
Yeah. But in other Halo
Sorry.
news, there was additional the Halo 5 beta information that was released, and I think there was even an article that was posted with an interview, basically detailing what we had already covered several podcasts ago about, since the beta is so early in advance, that they're going to be able to make meaningful changes to the game based on the feedback that they get during the beta.
well, yeah, that's just a no-brainer, really, and I'm glad
Yeah.
to see them coming out and saying that they're okay. This is what we're doing, so that they're going to listen to the community, which is want to see how the community plays it and all that. So that's definitely a good thing. So it's.
I mean, I think that's something that 343 has. I mean, that's one thing that they have done well, both with Master Chief Collection and with Halo 5. They do seem to be listening to the community and responding appropriately. I mean, a lot of other large companies out there will just give a big FU when if the community doesn't like something that's done. And I think that 343 is doing a pretty good job trying to manage the shitstorm that Master Chief Collection is, but also to re-envision Halo for Halo 5 that compared to what it was for Halo 4. What is that noise?
I have no idea.
Is that Nick?
What?
All right. Well,
I didn't do it.
Sounds like a chirping noise or something.
technical
Not
difficulty.
me.
Okay, it's gone. Yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see again with Halo. So that seems to be the recurring thing. So
Yeah.
but it seems like they're definitely on the right track. So I guess that's the redeeming factor here. So
Yeah, progress, but still not 100%. So we'll keep checking in and seeing how that goes.
absolutely. Well, let's get to the big news of the week, which is obviously Destiny. Yeah, a lot of information dropped. Of course, the DLC, The Dark Below, is out on Tuesday. So obviously there was a lot of questions that we had going into it, and we got some answers. Some answers we didn't necessarily want or like the answer to. But let's start off with the beginning of the week. We saw a new patch at the beginning of the week, basically this was all about the exotics, given a lot of buffs. Pretty much everything. I think every exotic weapon except I think 4 of them got a buff in some way. Suros got nerfed. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I mean, because I used the Suros after the patch, and it still seems more powerful than using Bad Juju. Because I tried Bad Juju, and it still was not nearly as effective as Suros.
I honestly, it's just they just had a Call of Duty patch too, and I just feel like those patches are BS. I think they lied to tell us.
Well, I mean, I think that
this is nerf now. Whatever.
I think it's just small, minuscule.
It's so small, yeah, that you can't even tell.
It's to help to slide the statistics. I mean, that's just to nudge them in a certain direction, and nothing too dramatic. And I mean, I think that's good from what we're seeing with Bungie, because we've seen a lot of overreactions from Bungie in the past. So maybe a small nerf to Suros is what they needed to do to prevent everyone from just abandoning the gun altogether, and maybe they'll make additional adjustments in a future patch. But for me, I used Bad Juju for maybe 3 matches, and I just said, you know what, I mean, I'm still performing way better with Suros, so I just went back.
Yeah, Bad Juju's not really a Crucible kind of weapon anyway, so it's in PvE is really where it shines, especially when you're soloing. From everything that I've seen, it's built. Like all of its perks, I guess you could say, are all geared for more single play, getting the kills, and that's just things that you're just not going to get in Crucible as much compared to PvE. So
that's true. I mean, I haven't really utilized it that much in PvE, so I'll probably give it another go. I think it's just that climb. Like, it just has an insane climb. You get a great shot with the first one, but by the time that third shot comes out, then you're not going to get the headshot with that third one. So I think that's one thing that's really killing it, is the stability.
Well, from everything that I've heard, it seems usable now.
Yeah, it's definitely usable, and I think that the huge thing that made it completely non-usable before was the extremely small clip size. So that's definitely helped, that you can actually kill something without having to reload.
I mean, I've definitely noticed that there's more exotic weapons being used in PvP. It's not just Suros Fist anymore.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, I found that the new best gun in PvP is Thorn. Thing's awesome with that burn modifier.
Yeah. Because
it just stops guys from their shield regenerating, and you get 2 shots, and then they'll eventually just go off in a corner and die, even if they get you. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't used Suros in a while, and I'm not missing it.
That's good.
Yeah. I set up a hand cannon on my hunter, and I'm just loving the ever-loving crap out of that. So it's Suros, it's definitely a good gun, and they actually changed the sound of it too, which is
they did change the sound.
I like the new sound myself. I know some people don't, but I think it kind of goes back to it sounds, I guess, heavier than it is. It sounds like Bungie said that the exotics are supposed to sound overpowered, and it kind of does have that sort of sound to it now, I think. So I think they've excelled or succeeded in that, I guess.
Yeah. Before it sounded like an airsoft gun.
Pretty much, yeah. It went from pew pew to to more of a bang bang now, which is how a gun, I think, should sound. So, and the nerf, as nerfs go, that's a pretty small one. So.
Yep.
It's not really that big a deal ultimately. So, but everything else pretty much saw usable perk or buffs, I should say. So that's seems like everything's doing a lot better, and especially Thorn. I think Thorn's definitely the champion of this round. So only a matter of time before people start complaining about it, and it'll be nerfed again probably. But
a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Can't wait till the raid next week.
Well, the raid isn't next week.
What?
Yeah, you can't. The raid is in January.
No,
Blew my mind.
No, it's next week.
Yeah, no, it's actually
I
hard.
thought it was next week.
Hard's not till January.
Oh, hard's not till January.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
cool.
You
They
can
want
do
to
the.
work out all the
See, Keith, you're not always right.
Well, I thought that they said that they weren't going to open the doors till January.
No,
No,
that's the hard
just the
rate
hard.
because they don't want and they're putting
Uh-huh.
on primary drop. All the primary weapon drops are only in hard raid.
Ooh.
And
Yeah, I did see that.
yeah, I have a feeling they're doing that so that they get all the cheesing patched, so nobody can get all the great weapons from just
That's a
knocking.
good
That's
idea.
true. That is probably why they are doing that.
That's a really good idea. I do not want to cheese this crap.
Yeah, because they did remove
I'll play it straight.
the Templar cheese in that last patch.
Mm-hmm.
They did fix that.
I heard
And
about that.
I think that was really good. I mean, I saw a lot of people that didn't know how to properly fight him,
I wouldn't doubt it.
which is really surprising. I mean, I just I don't know. It's
Been
crazy.
doing it the other way so long, man.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
that's true.
every week. I mean, I remember how to do it, but barely. I mean, you gotta, and
Yeah.
I still wouldn't make him. I wouldn't do the way, where you hold him from teleporting. I wouldn't do that way, even though it does give you that extra chest.
Yeah, we
I mean,
did.
unless I had a good group. I mean, good solid people together.
I mean, it's good to
all
try
over
that,
there.
even if you don't try to stop him from teleporting every single
Oh
time.
yeah, I'm not cheesing at all on this one. I don't care if there are cheeses. I'm not doing them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, stopping the Templar from teleporting—that's not a cheese. I mean, it's a design mechanic.
Yeah, and that's
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking
Oh,
about
okay. You're talking
just
about
in
pushing
general.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pushing them off, with the grenades. Yeah. No, I'm just saying that I'm not even looking for any of that stuff. I want to legitimately kill it the way Bungie wants it to die.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to going into it not knowing anything. I'm trying to-
You're
Yeah,
crazy.
that too. I can't.
You are more than welcome to pioneer that and spend 10 hours of your life trying to kill
You're
the
not
first
gonna
boss.
watch no videos or nothing? No, boy, you better.
At least the first night. I might get fed up and look at it. But
I'll tell you what, Franz, I'll join you on that endeavor. So
next Tuesday, Mike.
Crazy.
let's do it up. Thing is,
Well-
we got to complete all of the story and strikes first. That is
No,
the baby.
no, we don't.
Yeah.
That update that they released today, you can
Oh.
go in it right at midnight on.
I'm swore I read that you have to do all the strikes, but all the story first.
Nope. I will put the link in there.
Yeah, no, yeah. I thought I read it the other way, but okay, we'll get confirmation on that.
You mean I'm gonna have to play Destiny this weekend? I can't. I got Call of Duty Clan Wars, man. I
Yeah,
can't play
you
nothing
can't.
else.
You
I'll
can't.
read-
You're stuck. You're stuck in Call of Duty.
Screwed.
I'll read this from Deej's update today. The race
Wow.
beginning on December 9th at 1 a.m. Pacific time. You will not need to complete the other missions, quests, bounties, or strike first. The raid will beckon at 0 hour.
Oh, okay. Then I
Nice.
misread that. Then.
Nice.
That's dope.
So yeah.
It kind of
Yeah.
sucks though that they're making Vault of Glass. It took completely irrelevant.
I don't know
Yeah.
though. I don't know if they will because they
You
might-
get Iron Banner gear. You get.
Yeah. There'll be no. There'll
You're
be no
gonna be
reason
able to
do
get
it.
30s. You're gonna be able to get 32 gear or 30 gear in the 32 Raider, right?
Yeah, but unless the weapons from Vault of Glass will now drop with higher damage.
Hmm.
They might. Yeah.
It's possible. I don't know. They haven't said anything about it. But I would
I
love
mean,
to tape it.
they might, but I don't think people are gonna waste their time doing that because even the materials that you have to get to upgrade are not going to be dropping from Vault of Glass.
Yeah, they will.
But they
Yeah,
will
'cause-
to get you to 30 at least.
Well, to
That's
get you
the figure.
to get you to 30, but the new legendaries aren't going to be using ascended materials.
Yes, they. Yeah, the new
No.
legendaries will be using ascendant materials. Only the
Oh, I was talking about the new exotics. Sorry, I said legendaries.
they won't. But
Yeah, look,
legend.
there's a spider.
Yo. Spiders. I have arachnophobia. Don't be showing me that again.
he just dropped down from my ceiling.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Congratulations, Spider. You're internet famous now.
It's like I want in on this. We going viral.
So what do you guys think of the raid starting at 30? Because it's kind of creating a very exclusive group of people who can do it right off the bat.
I
the way it
don't
should
think it's
be.
I don't think it's an issue because I mean you look at how the launch was. People couldn't do Vault of Glass right away.
But that was intentional, though. Bungie held it back a week.
Yeah, and I think you can get to 30 pretty quickly. They haven't
Yeah.
said who it was, but they said there's going to be new ways to
If
get
you're not 30 by now, you probably either just picked the game up or you just didn't play it that much.
I'm 29.
bad
Or,
luck.
or RNGesus has been screwing you over
Yeah.
since day one.
Or you've been getting screwed over with loot. Okay.
We've been doing the raid at least, 2 or 3 times a
I
week.
told you to make 2 of the same tunes, damn it.
I can't
Well,
do that.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think
well,
that-
it's your loss.
I mean, people even though you'll be able to get to 30 with new legendaries, you're not going to be able to just buy everything right away because you have to rank up because they're adding new currencies as well. So in order to buy the new legendaries, you have to have the commendations. So it made it sound like you have to have marks and commendations, but I'm not too sure.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You still get your marks to buy things as before, but you just need the commendation to, in addition to get the.
Yeah.
You know what? I think what this will actually do is with the 32 raid, we'll be able to get to 31 probably before hard mode, right? I mean, I would imagine maybe even 32 before hard mode,
Most definitely the goal.
and that would make Vault of Glass that much easier. And then we could take 32s in there with 28s and 29s, and then push them through and get
I mean,
get
Vault of
geared up
Glass,
a lot quicker.
Vault of Glass will definitely be easier once you
Right.
have that many people that are that much higher. But you're not going to be able to, as soon as the DLC hits, go buy the new stuff from the people.
No,
Unless
I'm not
you
talking about
purchase.
that.
Yeah.
I was just
But
going back to my first argument about how I think Vault of Glass might be irrelevant now, but the more
No.
I think about it, it probably won't.
It might get run, but it's definitely not going to be as popular.
No.
Right.
I mean,
It's definitely not going to be popular, but I think every hardcore raider is going to be like, oh, we got to run Vault of Glass, farm it real quick, and then go into the other raid,
It's still going to be a good way to get, I guess, free, gear.
Right.
Everything else is going to cost you. So if you can get to 30 with great gear from the Vault of Glass, that would be great. That's definitely what I'm trying. I've got 2 hard raids left this weekend, me and on my characters, and one last or 2 last chances to get the arms I need for both my characters. So, and then then I'll be 30, and then I can jump in on the Crota Zen, no problem. But
I do have a bit of piece of advice that I wanted to share that I was thinking about when they announced the commendations. So they did say that you will be able to you'll get a commendation when you rank up your reputation level with Vanguard or Crucible. So one thing that you would want to do now is start ranking up your current level, but just before. So you, like, for example, Crucible. So you'd want to rep up your Crucible reputation. So that would mean take off your faction class item, and then just before it's about to level up, put on your class item so you don't level that up anymore. And then that way, as soon as the DLC drops, you just have to do one thing and flip it and cause it to level up once.
Yep.
And so you'll get the commendation right away. So you can start working on that now, and you just want to make sure that you don't let that level up first.
yeah,
They haven't said
good call.
anything, but I don't know if the factions also give you commendation.
So
the factions just might give you a Crucible commendation. Maybe.
yeah, I'm thinking it'll give you Crucible commendation, but
there's-
I don't know because they didn't say if the faction if their legendaries were going to change. So I don't know.
I think they have to, because otherwise they're irrelevant completely.
Yeah.
Now.
Is there a Crucible commendation and a Vanguard commendation?
Yeah.
There's currency.
So it said that there's one of each. But Jeff posted a question in the chat. He said, "Do you think the new legendaries will help us get to 30?" So Jeff, I think that they will. I think several weeks ago they did post a tease that you'll be able to get to level 30 without raiding, and I think that they didn't say it explicitly, but they did say in the update earlier this week that the new legendaries they'll replace the existing ones and they'll have a higher defense rating. So you can extrapolate from that and assume that it will also give a higher light rating.
They would have to. They'd be kicking us in the face if they didn't. So, well, they said, like there are other ways to get to 30, and that's pretty much the only way that they've kind of announced so far.
Yeah, to me it seems like really that's the only way that's gonna that's how we would do it at this point.
Well, there's also, so they announced that Iron Banner and a week after, so the 16th, and it's going to have level 31 gear. So that'll be another way to get higher level gear.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to need any accommodations or any of that stuff, but...
You said for Iron Banner?
Iron Banner, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So they're not going to let us get to level 32 without rating, though. So, right, that's...
At least not yet.
It sounds like.
It says level 31 inventory can be earned by winners of the Iron Banner.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's probably just going to be like the current system right now. Your current legendaries can get you to 29 and a bit, but won't get you to 30. So.
Well, that would actually help people that are 29 too, though, wouldn't it? I mean, because then they could get the 31 gear, and then that would help them push to 30.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But with Iron Banner this last time, they released gear to help people get to 30.
Right.
But that was also...
But that's just 30 gear, though. So how much light does 32 have on it? Is it actually 32 light?
Maybe in the second iteration of Iron Banner, they'll have 32 level gear, but they don't want people getting to level 32 in the first month.
Right. So, so that brings up another point. What if they do Iron Banner now, where it's only level 31 gear, and then a month later, or whatever, the next Iron Banner comes out, and now everything you just earned from the last Iron Banner is you trash that so you can get to 32.
That seems the way that's gotta be. That's what they're doing with our current raid gear and all that. So pretty much everything from before, is A, usable, but B, not going to get you where you need to be. So we're going to be constantly in this cycle of constantly upgrading everything.
Well, that's
with exotics and everything now as well.
I have a question. After this expansion, there's not another one for another year, right?
No, the next one's early next year, isn't it?
Is it?
It's in like February or March or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably springtime, so probably at least March before House of Wolves drops. So
gotcha.
Yeah. At least another 3 months. I would think more though. I would hope that they put more into it. Like I don't think they could have done a lot different than they already had planned out at.
Well, they have introduced a lot of new features for Dark Below. Like the story missions are all interconnected, and I'm not too sure exactly how it works, but there's like story arcs that you can complete. They're kind of like bounties, or kind of like how the exotic bounties have worked. That you do this, and this, and this, and this, and you unlock this.
I mean, basically like MMO fetch quests, right?
Yeah, so something like that. Yeah.
It's not going to mean anything if there isn't a story behind it. So I don't know. I'm not going to be optimistic about their storytelling abilities.
They need to fix that story so bad, man. That they can just do that, they'll win me back hardcore.
I don't think
I might quit playing Call of Duty.
I don't think we're going to see the story getting fixed. It's probably just Destiny 2 is probably when we're going to have to wait to see a real story from them.
Which is going to be a while.
Probably, yeah. But at least if they can get somewhat more of a cohesive story going for at least this DLC, I think we'll be in far better shape. So, and it seems like they are trying to push something like that.
I feel a little bit let down by it, but I'm pretty optimistic where they could go with it and where they should go with it. I hope they go with it. But there's a lot of story there to tell if they really wanted to, and if they do it right. This definitely could last a while. 10 years is a long time, but they could pull Star Wars off, fucking explore the galaxies and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I want to get in my freighter and be a commander and stuff like that, and roll around to another planet, and you know what I mean? This is like an uncharted planet.
Well, I mean,
black holes and shit.
there's definitely a story to be told, but we're not going to get that in a DLC.
Right.
And I mean, the franchise is supposed to last 10 years, not the single game. So they're going to have
Well, right. Of course. I mean, there's room to grow, obviously.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm excited. Excited for the DLC.
Yeah, I mean, I really, above all else, I want to see an expansion of the multiplayer stuff. I mean, right now,
Yeah.
Control is really the only game type worth playing at the moment. I mean, Salvage, sure, if you happen to log in and it just happens to be up, but it's just, and
I mean, think about it. How many great multiplayers that game types that Bungie made for us in Halo, and what we could customize. You know, I mean, why is there no capture flag? Why is there no rumble pit? You know, why is there a bunch of one game type basically that we can play, or a team deathmatch type thing? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that because that's where the replay value is with online games, is the competitive arena type stuff, and I think that they really need to be focusing on that more and adding a ton of multiplayer maps, not just a handful, and then some real new game modes. And I know in the update they just released today, they did mention. What they say
2 new modes.
Yeah, well, they said new playlist, but they also said that what was it? They were testing a couple new game modes or something.
New experimental modes to be included.
Okay, experimental modes. I mean, what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what that means.
It's pretty vague there, Bungie. Thanks a lot.
The rumor's been that they're gonna release like a hardcore mode where there's no radar. But I really want to see a different game type. Not
if that is what I will be so pissed.
That's dumb.
If that's what it is. If it's
really?
Like, hey, it's a new game type, no radar.
They're trying to make it
Control. Yeah, no, that won't.
They're trying to go in like players because no radars, on the pro players.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, I feel almost like they're trying to push like a competitive scene where it's just like one game mode. Like you have Dota. It's like one game type ever, and one map ever. Like that's that's not what the
stupid
game is.
No.
Right?
Well, I mean, that was Bungie's bread and butter. I love the raid. I love the campaign and stuff like that, and doing the strikes and stuff like that. But come on, man, you make your money off of a multiplayer video game franchise. Why in the hell are you not trying to make the same thing, the multiplayer franchise, and build on what you guys have successfully done already with this game, and make it better in a multiplayer range? I mean, that's the only reason I don't get on and play Destiny every day. I used to get on every single day to play Halo. I know every one of you guys did the same thing, except for Mike, maybe. But you would come home and you would be excited just to get on same maps, but it's the replay value of being able to play different game types. Oh, I want to play Capture the Flag with my friends, or I want to play Rumble Pit by myself for a little bit, something like that. And then it just doesn't have that, and it really lacks in the game, and I hope they fix that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I hope that we see that in a future DLC, or at least in Destiny 2 whenever that comes up.
At least at the very least, don't you agree with me on this, Keith, that they need to do private matches? You need to be able to go in and do your own custom games and stuff. Play with your friends and see who's the best at being a Titan. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the things that came from Halo custom matches, being able to tweak all the settings and kind of and really.
Exactly.
Kind of do some really weird things. I mean, that was something that was extremely huge in Halo, and all that seemed to be lost.
I mean, I expected so much more out of it,
So.
But whatever. I mean, it's still beta testing for Destiny. The whole franchise. We're beta testing for the franchise. Oh well, we need to add this and that and all this and it's whatever. They've milked us and strung us along. We're going to be stuck to it for a while.
That we are. I'm still playing it all the time, so. But
yeah.
Seems like you guys want your cake and want to eat it too. So
Yeah, that's exactly where we're going. That's that. We doing that same thing that them kids do. It's that generation, man. We want everything right now. God damn it. Yeah. It is what it is.
no, true enough. And it's let's not kid ourselves. It's an impressive game overall. Like what they've accomplished, I think, is quite good. Yes, it's not without its flaws, and yes, there's some glaring omissions. Looking at their past history, but I think overall, it's good. I'm still liking it. So, but
yeah, we're just being nitpickers, and I apologize for dropping you.
From the single player for a little bit, but that's me. I enjoy the single player, not the single player, but the PvE content more. And then when I get bored with the PvE content, I'll hop in Crucible for a few matches, and then back to PvE.
Yeah.
I'm excited for. They announced that they're adding more mechanics to the story mission. The new story missions, where it's kind of like.
So it's not defend Dinklebot for waves of enemies.
No, I'm saying there's mechanics where you're in a boss fight and you can't jump, so there's no vertical movement, or they lock you in. The enemy puts down pools, and if you step in a pool, you're locked.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
would that be like new Nightfall rule? Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. Would that be like new Nightfall?
No, not new
Nightfall rules and shit, or
that's just the regular.
Like instead of doing void burns and stuff, like you can't reload. You have to expend your whole magazine or something, until you can reload the weapon.
No, that was simply a mechanic in the story mission. So one of the story missions, not just put Dinklebot in the wall and sit there and fend off waves of enemies.
Gotcha.
That was in the Game Informer article that everybody just talked about the exotics and everything else.
That Game Informer article, there was a lot of stuff in there, and we'll have a link to it in the show notes.
There was a lot of cool stuff in there, not just what pissed everybody off with the exotics.
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about the exotics, so let's quickly touch on that. So basically all your current exotics, you'll be able to trade those into Xur and basically get a new version of that exotic, but you will have to go through all of the leveling process again. And even to trade your exotic in, it's going to cost you one of those new exotic shards that you just introduced in the new patch, plus something like 7,000 glimmer or something. So this is not going to come cheap.
Can I
smash my head against the wall?
My opinion on that is they had to do something, right? So they had to do something to extend it. So I understand resetting your exotics, but I would like it to be distinguished between trading in an non-upgraded exotic or trading in a fully upgraded exotic. Like, make it level quicker if I traded in a fully upgraded exotic. Make it half the time.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Exactly.
And I'm okay with leveling it up because it's never going to... They said that, like, weapons, for example, the lowest level damage will be 300. So you're not going backward. You'll never drop below 30 if you're 30 now.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it, and especially since they said it would level up quicker. But man, if I took all the time to level up an exotic, give me something for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it took me a hell of a long time to upgrade my Zero.
I still don't even have all my stuff fully leveled up.
Yeah, we need.
It's just a pain, man.
It is a pain. With all the hoops we used to have to jump through too, because we needed the weapon parts, you needed the spin metal or the spirit bloom or what have you. Plus, you needed your energy in the end, and if you weren't running raids at the time, you didn't have a lot of those either. So, it's quite the investment to upgrade all this gear and to, basically be told no, kind of sucks.
Right.
But ultimately, that's my one, bad thing, from all of this. Like, overall, everything is, like, I know why they're doing it, but, give us something for, spending all that time. But
the update today that Beach put out said they are looking at new way, that they're listening to the outcry and they're debating different ways to do this while extending the gameplay yet and making sure that newcomers don't feel left out, but still giving rewards to people who played a lot already.
Yeah, that's good, and they're definitely trying to listen to us, which seems to be the common theme for all the patches and everything that they've released in the past week here.
They've done nothing but try to balance this game. I mean, so hats off to them. At least they're trying.
I give them credit there. I mean, there've been 12 updates, and this game is going into its 12th week, so it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Well, let's see here. I think that's pretty much touched on everything. Basically,
we're going along right now.
Yeah, we're almost. But yeah, so.
Yeah, it's the first one of the month.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, the new hard will be in January. There's rumors that it's going to be a 33 raid, even though level cap's 32. So it's going to be hard, which is, I think, mission accomplished in that regard. So just have to see what happens with that. This is new too. The raid gear can only be upgraded by these new radiant energies and radiant shards that you're going to get from the raid too. So that's kind of a big thing too. So your raid gear will be strictly raid only, I guess, in that regard.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing too. So, and that's obviously the gear that's going to get you to 32. So, that your exotic still, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to see how this all pans out in the end. So, the race to 30 is on. You have 3 days. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Oh boy.
I don't like my chances.
You better be making that other warlock, bro.
No, I don't.
Go back in there. Go back in there and raid it.
Well, I got
twice.
I got a hard on my hunter and a hard on my warlock still for the Vulcan glass.
Hard on.
Yeah. I heard it as I was saying it, and yeah.
Take that out.
Mouth, enter foot.
It's all good.
But anyways, so I got a couple opportunities left myself, so I'm not holding my breath, but I'll squeal like a little girl if I get it.
So we're absolutely not able to walk in that raid unless you're 30. Is that accurate? It's like an attunement kind of deal.
No, you can walk in as long as the party leader is 30.
Well, shit, dude, you're gonna go in at 29 anyway. I'm sure there's plenty of people that are gonna do that.
Well, they very well could, but I think your chances are far better at 30 because even just doing like
of course.
Hard right now being 29, it was hobgoblin.
We all saw how difficult it was going in there. 3-4 levels lower than 30 in Atheon. So.
But when you die, Mike, we'll be able to pick you back.
Right on.
All right. Well, you guys got anything to add before we sign off here?
Not talking enough.
Not me. No, we plug our website. We need
Yeah. Oh, we need more people on there. Damn it.
Yeah. Originalguardians.net.
Sam and you guys worked hard. We need to get as many people on there as we can.
Yeah, check us out. We are on Facebook too. Original Guardians. Find us on Facebook, Twitter @OGuardians, and we have a Google Plus page now too. So come check us out. The link to that is a whole bunch of numbers. So we'll just come find us, Original Guardians, on Google Plus.
Yeah, you can just do in the search type plus and then start typing Original Guardians. And Mike, you'll have to start building this up now since our hangouts are going to be posted there, and gotta drive some traffic to our new page.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and this will be available to watch on YouTube after we sign off here as well. So you can. That's where the replay will be as well. So come watch. That's where future episodes will be here too. I think this worked out rather well actually. So.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, this will kind of be a.
Gotta get my PC.
Yeah. So yeah. So tune in next week when Nick won't be in the cave anymore.
Hopefully. Cross my fingers.
Yeah. But also one thing I wanted to bring up too, with this, of course, being on YouTube now, obviously like to try drive some traffic too. So if you have any clips that you want to submit to us, I think we should maybe try to start making some little montage videos or something. So if you have clips, send them into our email. That's original_guardians@hotmail.com. And yeah, try and maybe drive some, get some content on our YouTube channel as well. So
I know we got a lot of fun videos and stuff just sitting out there. I mean, it's tough getting them together, but find some time, throw some together, and throw them our way.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we'd definitely like to see them, that's for sure. So, yeah. And always, all the links to everything we talked about, Bungie updates, the Game Informer article, some Halo stuff, everything that will be in the show notes, so you can read all that as well. And with that, I think we'll sign off for the week. Thanks everyone for listening, and we will catch you next time.
Later.
See
Thanks,
ya.
guys.
Thanks for listening. All right, we're done.